show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Hey, they just hit 100 subs, it's time to get some out. Hey, yo, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Come sit and chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's do this Saturday night, yeah. It's a Mizzle does show, yeah, the Mizzle does show, yeah. Mizzle does show, yeah, the Mizzle does show. It's a Mizzle does show, yeah, the Mizzle does show, yeah. Mizzle does show, yeah, the Mizzle does show.
Now, I know what you're thinking. And you're like, damn it, we just saw y'all. Well, yes, you did. And you're seeing us again. Okay, I'm telling y'all right now, get used to seeing these faces because football season is vastly approaching, folks. Oh, and this is not a prediction. This is a spoiler. We'll be back again tomorrow at 6 p.m. for the newest edition and new version of Talking Ish. But it's not just Dub and Chris. It's Dub, Chris, and Mizzle. So 6 p.m. tomorrow, all across the Other Side of the Ball network. Loud, what's happening?
What's up, Loud?
Loud, ain't past your bedtime. It is after midnight. It is Friday.
I know he's in the East Coast. Wait, he's in the East Coast putting it down right now, right?
It is Friday where you're at.
Hey, but we take anybody that decides to come on, man. Yeah.
No, we appreciate.
Hey, you see that name right there, brother? You know who that is?
Who's now becoming a dread? He's becoming a dreadhead.
Yes,
but nonetheless, welcome to episode 232 of the Mizzle and Dub Show. He is Miles Morales, Peter Parker, whatever he wants to be today, and I'm just representing home wearing the Levi
I took a day off from being Wade.
But
I took a day off from being Wade.
Let's get into it. But what's going on, Loud? How you doing? As it is
brother?
Early Friday morning in his neck of the woods.
Indeed. East Coast.
But let's get right into it. A fantastic semifinal basketball game took place in Paris today.
Didn't it?
Well, I've said this for years, and I'm gonna say it again. And for this, I'm a.
Oh, he's tapping the mic, and we have not even made it 5 minutes into the show, ladies and gentlemen. He's tapping the mic. Let's go. Talk to us, brother.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now, folks. If you forgot, and I don't know how you forgot, but I'm gonna say it one more time. His name is Wardell, and I am talking about one Wardell Stephen Curry II, as he went off for 36 of them buckets as the
1
United
point
States
from tying the
Serbia
Olympic record.
Yes, he was 1 point away from tying Olympic Melo. Now, say what you want to say about Carmelo, but when it comes to the Olympics,
I love it.
Carmelo took that ish seriously.
Oh,
most
of these players do.
Saying.
Most of these players do, brother.
Say what you want to say. Oh, yeah.
But Dub.
Yeah.
My brother, are we shocked?
But
given that we've seen what Wardell has done, are we shocked what he has done in Paris? Are we shocked?
No. I mean, we've been watching it since 2009, 2010. So it's not. Well, yeah. Come on now. This is playing for your flag.
For your country.
This is playing for your flag.
Oh, Loud.
Loud. You're not wrong.
100%.
You're not wrong on that statement.
100% Loud.
You are not wrong.
We will not disregard that statement. Very valid fucking statement. Yes.
Which
yes.
Also, by the way, congratulations to Kevin Durant as he passed the GOAT Lisa Leslie in becoming the all-time scorer in U.S. basketball history. That's counting
No
men
shit.
and women's as
No shit.
he passed that. Yeah.
Off the bench.
But yeah, the United States at one point in time in this game against Serbia, and
You sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks right now. You got some DJ Scribble going on right now, brother. Am I the only one that's hearing him sound like a little remix going on? Okay, it's not me. Okay. So, your audio is not on point right now, brother. You sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks. I thought it was me. You got a good going. Nope. You still sound like somebody that's never mind. We're on a different. I was gonna say something else. DJ cut the beat. It sounds like you. Nope. It still sounds like you ain't hit puberty yet. So, until my brother comes back and we fix this situation, we thank you for chiming into the episode of the Mizzle and Dub Show, where we're going to sit here and talk about the Olympics, where the men played a. Nope. You still sound like that guy from Grown Ups 2, to where the women thought he was going to sound like a sexy man. He came out with the Saskatchewan voice. Okay, so since you guys have this extravagant mug going on right now on the show, we were talking about the Olympics out there in Paris, where the men were down, I believe, at 1 point 17 points against Serbia. And that man that dons the Golden State Warriors jersey named Wardell Stephen Curry decided that he was going to have one of those spectacular games, and he did. He showed up and he showed out. 8 rebounds. I think he hit 9 threes. He was 36 points. But not only that, Joel Embiid had a good game. Booker hit some good shots. And the Slim Reaper made an appearance. Kevin Durant had himself a good game as well. But I was on the edge of my seat watching that game. Like, I think as my cousin said, he was yelling at his television as I was sitting here just going bananas watching this game. As it's like, it should not have been down. They should not have been down as many points as they should, because, I mean, you think about it. You have a lot of champions on this squad. Oh, well, okay. We wait. Speak.
I don't even want to talk now.
Hey! No, you should speak because we can hear your voice now. You don't sound like
I'm glad. I'm glad I don't sound like Charlie Brown's teacher anymore. I'm glad.
Yeah. You were sounding pretty horrible right now. So please. I'm
Good
glad
Lord,
that
but,
you have your audio right,
as you were saying,
because nobody wanted to just hear me talk. Let's just be real. Nobody just wanted to hear me talk. It's our show.
I respectfully disagree. I respectfully disagree with that. But however, to try to piggyback what you were saying, yes, with all that championship experience, they should have not gotten down as far as they did, getting down 17 points.
Before you continue, acknowledge your parents because they are watching right now. Mom and dad are watching. So
hi, Mom and Dad. No, I saw Mom's comment. She was going in on.
Yes.
It. So
yes. So acknowledge the P's. They're watching.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Sorry that your light skinned son had to sound like Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. That was not my intentions. Technology sometimes can really suck it, but glad you're watching. And I love y'all. But it's just the pedigree of Steph and KD and LeBron and Embiid. They just was not going to be denied against a very good Serbia team. But I will say this: they can't come off sluggish in the gold medal game against France because, first off, France is going to have the home court advantage.
Yep,
they're playing in their own country.
Indeed.
And they can't get sluggish, and they can't give Wimba and his teammates confidence early on in the gold medal game. So, I mean, that goes without saying. But however, some interesting stuff going on in the relays with the men's and the women's in the 4x100s. And yes, both teams are saying the men's and the women advances, but just from what I was watching, but from what I'm watching though, USA needs to get their stuff together on these baton passes because some of these baton passes were absolutely atrocious and horrible. Now, granted,
talk to them.
They made up for by legging up, but I mean that I know with the women, I know with the women, it's been an issue. Okay.
Oh,
what we're not going to do is say that name.
Baby.
No, that's what we're not going to do.
We went there. Oh,
that's what we're not going to do. So you can take that name. You can take that name and go throw it out somewhere. How dare you? How dare you say that name? Damn that name. And don't you dare say the other one either. Because I know you. Well, I mean, I know for the men's. I know the men's have not won gold in the 4x100s. I want to say since Athens in 2004, because after that it's been all Jamaica ever since. But on the flip side, Jamaica did not make the finals in the 4x100. So there's that. So yeah, Jamaica did not. Italy or somebody else that had a better qualifying time than the Jamaicans, as Jamaica had some issues with baton passing. I don't know why that has been an issue with baton passing in these relays. I just don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. But I know on the men's side, it is a very stacked 4x100 meter finals. As I'm trying to get the countries to see.
Since you are
the countries participating, I know Canada's in there. I know France is in there.
Since you are researching, we should just go ahead and talk about crew brothers. I mean, all they have done is pretty much every graphic design for the Mizzle and Dub show, the intro, outro, which I'm going to show what they have done for us right here in a second as my brother. So stay as we will do our promo. Creator Brothers, thank you.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Night Owl edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show. Yes, vote for us, vote for us. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. He is Mizzle, I am Dub, and today...
Did y'all miss us? Because we missed you. Our apology.
Oh, and we are live.
Yes. As we thank the Creator Brothers.
And there you go, folks.
My relatives, this is not saying that, people, you meet somebody like, oh, they're your play cousins. No, that's blood. This is blood cousins. So we appreciate Elijah and Jeremiah for taking care of us and hooking us up with that. So if anything you need, please look out for the Creative Brothers. All right, Dub. Did you get that information for everybody?
I'm still searching. Hold on, folks.
No,
I'm still scrolling.
We appreciate you.
So bear with me, folks.
Oh, if you're still researching, we'll guess what? We can take it a step further to we do our promotions. So
okay.
The intro song that you heard was done
there you go.
by yours truly. He is now an 11th grader. Jesus. But yes, Zordak Sama, as you see, the young man right here with all his tags.
He's a junior.
My super dope beat maker, my son, Dub's nephew. He is the one that has done a ton of music for abundance of shows. So if you need anything done, beat-wise, lyrics, anything, reach out to these tags.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so in the men's 4x100 meters tomorrow, in the finals, we have Italy, we have Japan, we have Great Britain, we have the United States, we have the home country France, South Africa, China,
Ooh.
who won the second heat in the semifinals, and Canada. So yeah, like I said, for the men's, this is a stacked 100-meter finals. So it looks like Italy will be in lane 2, Japan lane 3, Great Britain lane 4, USA lane 5, France lane 6, South Africa lane 7, 8, and Canada lane number 9. That's the men's 4x100 coming to you on tomorrow in these 33rd games of the Olympiad as we are counting down to the final day on Sunday. So a lot of things going on here in these wonderful Olympic Games that's been in France, of course, and in 4 years, making its long-awaited return back to the States in Los Angeles in 2028. So, like I said,
and by the way,
NBC, if you need,
go
ahead.
God willing, the Mizzle and Dub show will be in LA for the Olympiad because our mother said so.
That's if NBC doesn't hire us by the. Well, that too. If NBC doesn't hire us, like I said, NBC. If you need somebody to do late night coverage, I'm just saying, the Mizzle and Dub show, we got you. That's all I'm saying. All right. So in the 4x100s for the women's, in lane number 2, it'll be the Dutch. So the Netherlands in the Dutch. In lane 2, Canada in lane 3, Jamaica in lane 4, USA in lane 5, France lane 6, Germany lane 7, Great Britain lane 8, and the Swiss in the 9th and final lane. So there you see it. The United States still holds the world record in the 4x100s with a 48-2 Olympic record and world record. So
there you have it with that. So interesting stuff going on here in these Olympic Games coming to you live from Paris. So also in track and field, we got the heptathlon coming. We have the long jump in the heptathlon. Of course,
did I just see that
in the heptathlon? We have the 800 meters.
I didn't mean to, because I'm watching the.
Say that again one more time
in the background. Did I just see that a refugee women's boxer won a medal? I literally just watching the recap right now, and I believe that a woman refugee boxer, not discriminating I'm just reading what I just read, and that's a first in the Olympics. So that's pretty spectacular. So I just wanted to just make sure we get that out there too.
Well, and they should.
Let's get into
ran faster based on their times. This is world record talk for U.S. this year. No Jamaica. They should win by a lot. Now, E, are you talking about the women's or the men's? Because remember, the men's did not qualify for the 4x100 finals. So the women are in there, but not the men.
Oh,
and then Zelly just chimed in and said, Wemby is going to be touched up like crazy. Mark my words. Embiid, Bam, and LeBron are going to put their weight on him. Which, by the way,
well, Zelly, this is a gold rematch from Tokyo. This is a rematch to where I believe France was up. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was France up in the Tokyo gold match that year, and the U.S. came back and just did what U.S. typically does? I think France was slightly winning that game, that gold medal game in that year in Tokyo. So are you about to research? Because if you're going to research, guess what? We also have another. We got DJ Mastics. If you ever need anything done music-wise, or if you have a party, wedding, family reunion.
Oh, yeah. Weddings.
So yes, DJ Mastics. If you need anything done, reach out. As you were, sir.
So yes, it is a rematch of the gold medal game in the 2021 games in Tokyo, to which it had to take all of Kevin Durant's 29 to get the win, as USA beat France by a final score of 87-82. So there you have that. So it's a rematch. Obviously, both teams are better. Obviously, France with the home court advantage, playing in front of their people. So obviously, they're going to have all the adrenaline and momentum flowing through their body. But, I mean, this is why this particular USA team was put together in order to get the goal, because we know the last few times it has not been easy for the U.S. to get gold. So, I mean, with this particular group that you have with Durant and LeBron and Curry and all those guys, in a sense, it's like the last run for them to try and get that gold medal. So here we go. But I'll say this. If Wardell ends up being Wardell and he puts up 36 like he did today against the Serbs, you might be hearing the Star Spangled Banner in the arena of basketball coming up in this gold medal game. French and
As let's look into the comments as
Indeed. Now,
as
there
Elijah.
was
Let's get into the comments. He was talking about the men's side 4x1 in tomorrow's finals. So he did answer your question.
okay. Well, like I said, unfortunately, somebody else's qualifying time put them ahead of Jamaica, and that's why Jamaica is not in the 4x100 finals on the men's side, which is, like I said, it's the first time that has not happened for them since the 2004 games in Athens, Greece, which of course was the last time the U.S. got gold in the 4x100s. Because, as you know, men's track for the last almost 12 years has been completely dominated by the Jamaicans, man. But Noah Lyles, who had ambitions to do double gold in the 100, the 200, was upset.
Caught COVID though
in the 200 meters. The Olympic champion, Tobago.
I thought it was Lions that
No,
caught the one that tested positive
Lyles
for COVID.
ended up getting third. He got a bronze medal.
Yeah, but he was
yes,
Noah Lyles I believe he caught COVID.
He was diagnosed with COVID. Yes, it was Noah Lyles that caught COVID.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I don't know if that was the cost for him getting a bronze medal. I mean, he still gets a medal. He gets bronze. Benair from the United States gets silver, but it was Tobago from Botswana that got the gold with a 19.46 in the 200-meter finals.
According to Zelly, Lyles is out of the remainder of the Olympics.
Out for the remainder of the Olympics. Well, I mean,
yeah, tested positive for COVID.
I will say this: he did get one gold. He did win the 100 meters.
Indeed, he did. Indeed, he did.
Yeah. Which is a shame.
Yeah,
it is a shame.
Yeah,
but nonetheless, congratulations to Gabby Thomas as she won gold in the 200-meter finals. So congratulations to her. As Simone Biles and Jordan Chiles also got medals. As the USA gymnastics team put together, the girls that is, the women a fantastic Olympics in winning gold in team sports, and of course, Biles and Suni Lee and Jordan adding golds to their stuff. So if we're looking at the latest medal count, and I will hold that up in a second, as we're doing some Olympic recap stuff here on this 232nd episode of the Mizzle Dub Show here, a part of the Other Side of the Ball Network. Glad you're joining us wherever you may be joining us at, for all across the world.
Hey, brother, is this 4 shows within 3 days? I believe it's 4 shows.
It seems like that. But before we continue, we got that. Sad news to report in the game of golf. The legendary Hall of Fame golfer Juan Rodriguez, better known to all of us as Chi-Chi, has gone to the putting greens in the sky at the age of 88. Of course, he was obviously Puerto Rican, obviously one of the great Latin ambassadors for the game. Of course, Chi-Chi, known for his famous golf dance anytime he made a putt, like he was Zorro. Certainly a beloved figure in the game of golf. As Zilly just said, the U.S. will win by at least 14 to 20 points. Zilly likes to start off with that 14 points, but just a little follow-up with Chi-Chi Rodriguez. He served in the U.S. Army for 3 years. Thank you, Chi-Chi, for your service. He joined the PGA Tour in 1960, winning 8 times during his 21-year career and playing on 1 Ryder Cup team. The great Chi Rodriguez
passed away at the age of 88. One of the all-time legends of the PGA Tour. Just wanted to put that in real quick.
Nice.
And give Chi his flowers. An amazing career, an amazing life. Also, as I go to the medal count here we go. Where are we at? Come on, medals. No, I want medals. Give me medal count. There we go.
They must obey what you say.
All right. So, as it stands right now in the medal count of these games of the 33rd, in these games of the 33rd Olympiad, the United States up 30 on China with 103 medals total to 73 for China to 54 for France. In the gold medal count right now, the United States has 30. They lead China by 1 with a chance to add some more gold to the repertoire with the relays and, of course, the women's and men's basketball playing in the gold medal games in basketball. Also, got the women's volleyball team also playing for gold in women's volleyball. So there's a lot of chances to add some more golds.
Yes.
For the U.S. As Zelly says, they got that wake-up call right in time. If you watched after the game, Braun was getting into the team. They're about to go stupid. Well, they would want to because, like I said, France has the home court. They will have the crowd. And that crowd will do everything they can to give those boys as much adrenaline and intestinal fortitude as they possibly can to try to win this gold medal in front of the home faithful. So, we shall see what happens in the gold medal game between France and the U.S. in men's basketball.
It's going to be exciting. I tell you. I tell you what.
Now, you play the game. Now, does the Olympic basketball look a heck of a lot smaller than the basketball to you? Get your take on that.
Are we talking about the ball? Because I believe the basketball looks a lot smaller than the NBA ball. I think that, and I believe the rim.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Okay, so I believe
it looks
smaller, and I believe the rim is college standard, just by the way it sounds, because a lot of shots sound like a college rim. But if that's
Zelly, that's how you feel.
2022 Game 6 Curry. Ooh. Now, see, that man was a monster.
Okay.
That man was a ball is
now,
smaller.
If you would have said Game 4 Curry.
Okay. So, yes, the ball, I did notice the ball was smaller, and I did know that the three-point line was a little bit closer. And I kind of felt that was a big advantage for Steph Curry because that man can shoot the three-point ball from anywhere. It's just too easy. The rim does sound different. Thank you. I agree. But that's how all Euro rims sound. Okay. I have not been too much into the Euro basketball much. So for those that have watched Euro with this knowledge, that's thank you. And so the ball is smaller. So it's a little bit easier for these NBA players if you ask me.
It is.
And especially if you're decreasing the NBA 3-point line, that's Curry can shoot that in his sleep. That's easy especially for some of these NBA players.
Not that he needs it.
No, not that he needs it.
Yeah,
I mean,
not that he needs it.
You give a little slight advantage for Kevin Durant, who can shoot anywhere. I mean, hell, call me a homer or all you want to say. But that helps out Embiid because Embiid can shoot an NBA 3-point shot as he made jump shots in the game.
Yes, you can.
So, you can call me biased all you want, but I believe I'm gonna ride with him. I'm gonna ride with the USA.
Good grief.
I'm right with USA.
I don't know if it'll be close like Japan, but I will say USA in between a 7 to 10 point win. But like I said, USA needs to stop any kind of momentum that they think France might get at any point in time in this game.
And they're gonna have to rebound.
If you feel like France is getting momentum, if I'm Steve Kerr, call a timeout, try to break up the momentum. So there you go.
And they're gonna have to rebound. Both sides.
So I mean, there's yes.
Just think if Serbia had.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, trying to. Jokic on the glass, it possibly could have been a different game. Now, in the case of the French, you have length with Gobert and Wemby. And if those two guys are controlling the glass, it might be a long day for Team USA in this gold medal game. So, I mean,
they got to rebound.
Obviously, you have to box out at an all-time high. And like I said, with the length that you have on USA, rotate. Don't put it all on Embiid. Rotate him. Rotate Bam. Rotate AD. I mean, you want to get as many different looking length in wingspans as you possibly can, because you probably have to expect that Gobert and Wemby are going to play huge minutes in this gold medal game.
As in the comments, as Zelly would say, they're going to take Wemby out of his game. Bam, Embiid, Braun, AD are going to put their weight on him. He never had to deal with those many.
Never had to deal with those many heights and strengths in one game. Good point. It's a very good point.
I like that. I love it.
Very solid point.
I love it.
But we shall see what happens. Well, there were some 2 games that took place in the National Football League as we had some the first week of preseason, or as Dad likes to say, BS, bullshit football.
As he's watching.
But we did have 2 games. We had the Patriots and the Panthers in Foxborough. Zelly says that Rudy will foul out in the third quarter. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But for what it's worth, if you want to count scores, the Giants beat the Lions 14-3. The Patriots beat the Panthers 17-3. I know for Patriots fans, they really wanted to see Drake May make his debut.
Yeah.
Also in addition, they wanted to see Joe Melton make his debut, which he had a nice, interesting run that he was running around backwards like he was Fran Tarkington, and then went around the loop-de-loo and ran for a first down. Definitely weird watching a Patriots game and not seeing the grumpy old man that is Bill Belichick, not on the sideline, but that's going to get something to get.
It was good for Jeremiah. It was good to see that.
Yeah, it was. Man, that likes to. No, that's Will Levis. Never mind. Wrong quarterback. But in the case of the Giants, very impressed with the way Eric Gray ran the football. Had a nice.
I thought Neighbors was the one that putting the pause on y'all, though.
No, y'all were throwing practice fights.
I thought Neighbors was the one that throwing the pause on y'all, though, Zelly.
Nonetheless, each team got fined.
Oh, handsome! That's going to charity.
$1,000, which I'm sure will go to the charities of their choice. Hello, Mr. Quarry. How are you? But I know Eric Gray ran the ball very effectively. Tommy DeVito ran the offense good. Drew Lock kind of struggled. As the Giants, if there's an issue at quarterback, I don't know if it's solved with Tommy DeVito and Drew Lock. If if Danny Dimes cannot be effective in this particular Giants offense as they try to get back on track as they made the playoffs the season before and then struggled. And then we got some full slate game. We got some more games coming to you on Friday. Tomorrow we have 3 games on the slate, to which again you can catch that on NFL Network or NFL Plus. Two of the games are starting at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 Eastern, and then another game at 4:30 Pacific and 7:30 Eastern. The 2 games starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. We have the Texans and the Steelers in Pittsburgh, and then we have Florida versus Georgia as the Falcons will head to Miami to take on the Dolphins as the Eagles and Ravens take play all the catch on NFL Plus. Of course, they will replay all the preseason games on NFL Network. So check your local listing game in your area. But also, Nick Foles decides to call it a career and retire after 11 seasons, and decides to retire as a Philadelphia Eagle. He will retire at the home opener. But of course, Nick Foles, backup quarterback, defeated Tom Brady in Super Bowl 53 as the Eagles won their first championship since 1960, as he was the MVP of the
Doesn't
Super
he have
Bowl.
a stat?
As his 2013 season was fantastic. Does he what?
Does he have a statue?
Say it again. Does he have a what?
A statue.
I don't know if Foles has a statue. I don't know if Nick Foles has a statue.
Okay.
I don't has that. But he has the Eagles record for most passing yards in a game with 471. And also has the NFL record for most consecutive completions in a single game, as he completed 25 straight in one game at one time. Also threw for 7 touchdown passes.
I think that was against my Raiders. I think that 20
that
plus was against the Raiders.
Well, I mean, if you would know, you would know. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure about
that. A good career, Super Bowl champion, brought the Eagles their first ever Super Bowl, brought them their first ever championships, as I said, since the Chuck McNair led Eagles of 19. Forever, he is one of only 2 quarterbacks that said, I beat Brady in the Super Bowl, and even caught a touchdown pass doing it with the Philly special against the Patriots in Super Bowl 53. So congrats to Nick Foles on a solid career. And unfortunately, as we thought it would be, some very sad news coming out of Atlanta as Rondell Moore, who was traded from the Cardinals to the Falcons this offseason, he is on IR with season-ending knee surgery. Let's see here. It was with a joint. It was in a joint practice with the Dolphins on Thursday. Apparently, it was after a practice play to where Moore was seen down on the opposite side of the end zone. Only 24 years old.
Wow.
Obviously, he was involved in the Desmond Ridder trade, which sent Desmond Ridder from the Falcons to the Cardinals. And, of course, Moore, originally drafted by the Cardinals, sent to Atlanta, which really does suck.
It does.
Because you really does. See that. Josh Allen will get playing time with the number 1 starters against the Bears in their preseason opener. Certainly, our prayers and well wishes to Rondell Moore. Hopefully, he can get back out there. Yeah, shocking. I know. But yeah, they're going to say that he is going to play with the starters against the Bears on Saturday. And also looks like Caleb Williams, he'll be seeing his first action of the preseason this upcoming Saturday against
I did read
the
that.
Browns. So
I did read that.
That's looking good to see.
Yes.
The Saints re-signed Pete Werner, linebacker, to a 3-year, $20 deal to stay in New Orleans.
They did.
$17.5 million in guaranteed money.
Pay the man.
Also, Justin Simmons, who is still a free agent, he had a visit with us on Wednesday, as the Saints do have $14 million in cap space. So there you go. Warner, who was drafted by the Saints in the second round out of Ohio State. Take lessons. He was in the final year of his rookie contract. He showed up to work, and what happened? The Saints gave him an extension.
Got paid. He did the right thing.
You know, since
Oh boy,
we're there,
go for it.
even if you're
Go
in
for
the
it.
last
Go for it.
year of your contract, honor your contract. If you do that, normally good things happen to you, and the front office will compensate you. Okay, tomorrow. So, as far as tonight, I'm done talking about Brandon Ayuk.
Are you sure?
But
You sure? You sure? Because I believe if he gets traded, we're gonna have to talk about it.
Unless somebody wants to aggravate me and mention that, done. Like I said, we can save it for tomorrow with Chris on Talking Ish with Dub, Chris and Mizzle, coming to you at 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Yes.
On the Other Side of the Ball Network,
Mm-hmm.
which this show is being brought to you by the Other Side of the Ball Network. But
Yes, it is.
nonetheless, folks, glad you're with us here on the Mizzle and Dub Show. That is Mizzle. I am Dub. Here on episode 232, where we talked about the Olympics. As the Olympics coming to an end, they will conclude on Sunday. 16 days goes by real quick in Olympic Games.
I did not know that it was that
It
many
really,
days.
really does.
Crazy.
Nonetheless, saw some very good stuff. Because on Saturday, him and Mr. Zoe on the Bloodline Sports Podcast, they will talk to Oakland Raider legend number 41, the one, the only. There is only one, Phil Villapiano, and this will get the chance to interview him along with Big Zoe on Saturday at 4 p.m. talking to the Raider legend Phil Villapiano.
Oh my!
As
I might have to go to the grocery store
live
and buy a package of pins. Yes.
Well, we did have the privilege on one of our last shows to talk.
Wow. Yeah.
Talk to Super Bowl 15 and 18 teams. So that was a high thrill, of course. Played his college ball at Cal Berkeley. Was a teammate of the late Joe Roth, who was a fantastic quarterback in his own right, who lost tragically at a young age. So that was certainly great to see.
Yeah.
I'll try to be a part of that broadcast, but no promises. But nevertheless, check that out. Bloodline, on the Bloodline podcast, of course, Coach Alonzo Thomas and Mizzle will be talking to Raider legend number 41, Phil Villapiano.
Wow.
One of the all-time great talkers in the NFL, that's for certain.
Yeah.
Just quickly, recap of what happened the day in Major League Baseball. Camilo Doval really needs to come to Jesus. Man had one strike. Now, granted his teammates picked him up for the 10th, but however, you got a 2-strike count and 2 outs on the batter. Get the batter out. But nonetheless, the Nats rallied in the ninth to tie the game at 5, but the Giants came through, scoring 4 in the 10th inning. Started by an actual drag bunt hit.
Really?
By Brett Wisely. That got it started. Then a 2-run single by Conforto. Then Chapman again went back. Yeah, it was a beautiful bunt by Brett Wisely as the Giants held on to a win against the Nationals 95. And the Giants come home on a 5-2 road trip, which you will take all day, every day, going 5-2 on a 7-game road trip. So that's very good. And they did get some help today as the Diamondbacks lost.
Okay.
Thank you.
What about that team?
Unfortunately, the Padres won. The Mets won. But St. Louis lost. The Dodgers had the day off.
Okay.
So that's also a chance to get a game. So the Giants did gain some ground because, like I said,
that's good.
Lost. Diamondbacks lost. Braves lost. St. Louis lost. So right now, coming into the weekend, so they're behind St. Louis, a game and a half behind Atlanta. But like I said, the Atlanta Braves are leaking oil. The Braves have lost 5 straight. So far, the trade for Jorge Soler is making the Giants look kind of a genius right now, as the Braves have not won since Soler has returned to Atlanta.
That's right.
So we will see what goes on there. Rest of the recap in Major League Baseball: Giants beat the Nationals 9-5-10. Phillies beat the Diamondbacks 6-4. As mentioned, the Brewers shellacked the Braves 16-7 in the Peachtree State of Georgia. Mm-hmm. Padres beat the Pirates 7-6. Mets over the Rockies 9-1. Reds beat the Marlins 10-4. Angels beat the Yankees in the Bronx 9-4. Blue Jays beat the Orioles 7-6. I know Vlad was threatening for the. I don't know if he got it. So he missed out on the cycle by for 4 with the homer. One Vlad Guerrero as
a bad man.
The Jays beat the Orioles, and our former classmate who played baseball for Fairfield High and football for Fairfield High, actually Justin Jack, is in Toronto with his son watching the Blue Jays in Toronto.
I saw that.
Ontario, Canada.
I saw that.
So
enjoy, fellas. Enjoy.
Yeah,
for
kudos
sure.
to JJ for that. That's pretty awesome. Yes, that's awesome.
That would
Rays
be a dope
beat the Cardinals 6-4, and the and the Mariners came back to beat the Tigers 4-3. And speaking of the Tigers, they'll be in San Francisco this weekend. Of course, rematch of the 2012 World Series. As this years since Madison Kyle Bumgarner gave his left arm to the Giants. But Tigers in town for the weekend against the Giants. Phillies and the Diamondbacks in a 3-game series. A's in Toronto against the Blue Jays. Guardians and the Twins. That's a big series. Actually, it's a doubleheader between the Guardians and the Twins in the Twin Cities. It's a big game in the American League Central. Pay close attention to that. The Angels in the nation's capital against the Nats. Orioles and Rays in Tampa. Rangers come to the Bronx to take on the Yankees. Astros in Boston against the Red Sox. Padres continue their road trip in Miami against the Marlins. It's the I-70 Show Me State Series between the Cardinals and the Royals in Kansas City. And the Battle of Chicago between the White Sox and the Cubs on the south side. Reds in Milwaukee against the Brewers. Rockies at home against the Braves. Go Pirates! They're in Los Angeles. Taking on the Dodgers. And the Mets come to the Emerald City to take on the Sailmariners, and that is your weekend series in Major League Baseball. And just one more time for those chiming in this weekend. Tomorrow you got 3 games on the slate for a continuation of preseason football. Again, 2 games starting at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 Eastern. You have the Steelers and the Texans, and you have the Dolphins and the Falcons in Miami, and the nightcap at 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern, you have the Battle of the Birds in Baltimore between the Ravens and the Eagles. Then Saturday, you got the Commanders and the Jets, Bills and Bears, Mizzle's beloved Raiders taking on the Vikings in the Twin Cities, Browns and the Packers in Cleveland, Chiefs, Jags in Duval, and my beloved Niners taking on the Titans in Tennessee, Buccaneers in the jungle in Cincinnati, Seahawks traveling to Inglewood to take on the Chargers, and the Saints up the desert in Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Then you got the Battle of Horse Teeth with the John Elways, the Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And in the nightcap, or not, well, not necessarily a nightcap, but 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific, you have the the Cowboys and the Rams. And Ms. Alid wants to know, are you a Pittsburgh Pirates fan?
Are we talking the base? No.
As that is a question.
No. I am a Giants fan. San Francisco Giants. 110% solid San Francisco Giants fan. That's the only baseball team I like.
Yes, indeed.
If the Giants are not in it and the A's are doing good, I would root for the A's, but I'm a Giants fan. Oh. Someone might have told you wrong. Yes.
Speaking of the A's, I am going to get to a story in a minute.
Oh, get to it, brother.
No, I'm going to try to post something here real quickly. Stand by, folks, as I'm trying to get a logo going, or get a logo going here. So bear with me, fans.
So a question we have
together here right about now.
How would win between?
What I'm about to show our view really is.
Huh?
He was asking, how would a team of RBI hitters against a team of home run hitters? Well, I'll say it like this. It depends.
I'll take the RBIs
on who your home run hitters are and who your RBI guys are, because, simply because there's many ways to get an RBI, because you can get it by an RBI ground out that's hit to the right side of the infield. If you got a runner at third base in less than 2 outs, the sac fly with a runner at third in less than 2 outs, because a home run hitter is strictly just going to go for a home run simply because he's not going to adjust with 2 strikes. He's not going to choke up on the bat. He's not going to try and go with the pitch and try to go back up the middle or try to go the opposite way. Now, yes, there are some very good home run hitters that do go opposite ways, but a lot of times if you're a home run hitter, your main thing is I'm going to try to attack and match the ball, as opposed to an RBI hitter. He's thinking about different situations and different ways to try to put the ball in play and get that runner in from third. Now, yes, obviously, the home run is beautiful when you barrel it up and you connect. And if you have runners on base, that's just an extra bonus. But at the same time,
agreed.
Most RBI hitters are better contact hitters anyway, because they're going up there thinking, how can I make contact? And they will assess the situation, and they will have the situation playing in their head. Okay, if there's such and such how many outs, 2-5 was happening. Which, by the way, in 2 weeks, folks, Live with 2-5 will finally make his debut all across the outlets here on the other side of the network. But please follow Live with 2-5 in every single possible outlet that you have. Like I said,
can't wait.
In 2 weeks, he will make his debut. So please, please, please check out and support Live with 2-5.
Please do.
Now that I'm here, let me try and find. No.
Find it, brother.
Okay, and we're searching. There we go. We are searching. There we go. Now, hopefully they will do their job. Page, please.
Would you change your mind if both teams consistent
save this picture
of All-Stars? No, I would always be a Giants fan. If that's the question you're asking.
Yeah, we've seen some bad, crappy teams, but you know, as E40 says, you're loyal to your soil. Because I mean, like I said, um, if most people didn't know us, most people thought that we'd be Warrior bandwagon fans. Are like, no, 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 folks. Mizzle and I have lived through some crappy seasons of Warriors basketball. On
my God.
days we know the Warriors were going to get their butts shellacked, we were like, still, go Warriors.
All day.
But you know, so I mean, like I said, I have thoroughly enjoyed this greatest era of Warriors basketball. I mean, we've seen some good players come through the archives in the Coliseum and at Chase Center, but I mean, there was a time where it was very dark days of Warriors basketball. Let me tell you.
Many dark days, bro.
So believe me when I say. I know most people say that they get mad.
Go ahead, Deb.
Okay, there we go. All right. No, I'm just saving a logo here because this logo really, as a Bay Area native born and raised, it really does break my heart and make me sad. Just because it all could have been avoided. But of course, you know, people like to be stupid.
Uh-oh.
And it just is what it just is.
It is what it is.
I don't like this invalid file type, so okay, we'll do it like this. Okay. We'll do it like this here, folks. No. We'll do it like this. Feels like I'm doing a rap song for crying out loud. But
Mother said, come on now, brother.
No, I don't.
Deliver.
no, I'm going to. I just have to go a different route, unfortunately. So we'll go that route.
Bring it.
It's going to do it's going to do what I say. It's going to obey. Okay. I don't need. Give me what I want. Thank you very much.
And gracias. Make sure you say gracias.
Okay. Right now, it's about to get a mud hole stopped in them right now because it's not
And
doing what I need.
it seems
to do.
like the co-host of the show is having some technical difficulties right now. Or it's technology. Which one is it?
All right, there we go. There we go. All right.
Mm-hmm. I'm also waiting for this excitement.
Oh yeah, the anticipation.
As I'm eating cashews like it's
Anticipation
popcorn.
building up, folks.
Yeah, you're having it. You
Oh
have us
yes,
on the edge of our
cashews,
seats.
my favorite.
Yes, I can only eat them in moderation. So.
Well, I'm getting there. Bear with me, folks. Only in moderation. All right.
I think I have passed my moderation, but whatever.
Oh.
The diet is good, so I don't care.
Spell it.
You are making the people wait, brother. What's going on here?
No, no, because I gotta convert this and that. But before we get to that, hold on. We would be remiss if we didn't do what we normally do. Hold on, folks.
We've been holding.
Last year of your third, this has actually happened, but Shaggy.
Shaggy.
They will
Guy.
go by very, very quick, and then before you know it, you have reached the full. Happy birthday! Hope the kids and the wife spoil and love the heck out of you. So, dadgummit, happy birthday, Shaggy.
He's not in his 40s yet, is he?
No, he's turning 39. He was an 85, baby.
So he is still enjoying another
So,
time
there you have it.
in his 30s.
There you have it with that, folks.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, I remember when I was 39.
Oh, me too.
Not so long ago.
It was a good birthday.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
So Miz and Dub, in the scenario of RBI versus home run hitters, would you still choose Team RBI if both consisted of all-star players? I'm not about all-star players. It's nice to have somebody of that caliber to be that person on your squad. I would take a squad of players that are not like star players as long as they're producing and winning. If you want to ask me would I prefer home runs over RBIs, I would take RBIs because you can get a batter up there and he can hit solo home runs every time he step up to the plate. As you can say with someone that can hit RBIs, but sometimes that you might have somebody on second and third, or you might have somebody on first and second, and depends on if you hit the ball in a certain part of the park, you get two batters with one swing. Compared to a home run, somebody can be a solo home run hitter the majority of their career. Barry Bonds he hit a lot of his home runs.
RBI hitters.
Go ahead, Deb. No. Go ahead.
Were solos. In my case, I'm just going to say RBI hitters are very good situational hitters.
Yes.
Which is why I always talk about Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn was a very good situational hitter.
My God, what a good
had a plan and always knew where to go and where to hit the ball if he needed something. That's why I always say in today's baseball, if they're giving you the first baseline or the third baseline, play pepper with it. Slap it down the line because they're giving you an easy on the third baseline. Put it down the first baseline because they are giving you the line because they're playing so far off the line. So they're giving you that space. And I used to get so mad at Brandon Bell because I'm like, Brandon, they are giving you the third base line. And that's why I kept saying
if you don't
they
practice,
did that to Tony Gwynn,
if you don't practice that,
Pete Rose, George Brett, Rod Carew. That's true.
You got
facts.
You got to practice
facts.
That. Gwynn practiced to hit to all sides of the ballpark.
Not everybody can be like Barry Lamar Bonds and hit through the shift. Not everybody can do that. That's why Barry Lamar Bonds was Barry Lamar Bonds. Only he could do that.
Didn't need the juice if he took it.
You have to know what you're. You have to know what you're. Well, again,
he didn't need it.
Say what you want to say, but on the record, he never felt it. I have not seen one positive drug test yet.
And
David Ortiz got hit with one.
And why is he not in the hall? And why is Barry Bonds not
I
in the
rest
Hall?
my case.
I mean,
Because
we don't have enough time tonight.
they don't like him. They don't like him as a person.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have enough time tonight. I mean, we already an hour and 10. We were trying to give the people 45 minutes, but when we get on here and talk ish, we can go for hours. But Snoop Dogg is on the camera. Wow. But we can damn near give the people
as in he's holding the camera.
No, he was the big camera. It was probably for just show. But as me and my brother,
being a cameraman,
we can sit here and talk about Barry Bonds and why he's not in the Hall of Fame, and we can do them like our NFL show. That damn near went 6 hours. That's probably gonna hit 6 hours this year.
He is definitely not wrong on that on that front, folks. He's not wrong on that.
Yes,
he is definitely not wrong on that. But looking forward to watching these NFL games. I'm anxious to see Justin Fields in a Steelers uniform. Anxious to see Russell Wilson in a Steelers uniform. Interesting to see Caleb Williams getting some PT on Saturday, and also seeing this Bears first team offense and the Bills first team offense getting some reps. As we got
the NFL got shook up this year
across the NFL, and then then in the CFL, Saskatchewan and the Red Blacks played to a tie. As the game went overtime, it was 13-13 after regulation.
That's a good game.
They both exchanged touchdowns and field goals in over. No, I mean, it was
That's a good game.
For most of the tie, but the game ends the time between the Saskatchewan Roughriders and the Ottawa
I cannot answer that question because
even with the tie,
it's way too
many are at war as his Argonauts will try to get revenge on my Stampeders after the comeback win the Stampeders had last week up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, as this one transfers or switches now to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And then Saturday, the Tiger Cats and the Alouettes. And then Sunday, the BC Lions taking on the ST Elks. Oh, that's a very good question. So, asked,
that's why I said I can't answer that question.
Who's your favorite batter versus pitcher matchup? I'll say it like this.
I think
for me,
can answer this question more than I can.
Well, there's a couple. I mean, it really doesn't get better than 2004. With the matchup between Eric Gagne and Barry in that memorable at bat.
You talking about Barry Bonds?
Gagne was throwing gas, and Barry was throwing off pitches, and then Gagne came back with gas again, and Barry took it, and Bonds took Gagne to downtown center field. Now the Dodgers won the game 3-2, but that at bat was epic.
Okay.
In more ways than one. God.
Wow.
The at bat between Mitch Williams and Will Clark in Game 5 of the '89 NLCS, where Will Clark was not going to be denied.
There was going to be a Giants player involved. I promise you.
Hit. I mean, I'll even go back. The 2004 ALCS, Bill Miller's at bat against Mariano Rivera, and how Miller just fought off and got a base hit that scored Dave Roberts. That started the comeback for the Red Sox in 2004.
Yes.
I'll even go further, and I wasn't even alive for this, but I go back to Game 2 of the 1978 World Series between the Dodgers and the Yankees, and the memorable at bat between Bob Welch and Reggie Jackson, to where Welch strikes out Reggie Jackson and the Dodgers win Game 2, but then Reggie got his revenge and took Bob Welch downtown for a home run in right field. Now,
You
for
just got to
me,
mention the Dodgers.
Well, it was a great at bat. It was back and forth, but like I said,
I understand.
Reggie got his revenge on Bob Welch in '78 in Game 6 of Game 2. But for me, one of the greatest feats I've ever seen is what Mizzle's boy did in the 1999 All-Star game. What Pedro Martinez did in the '99 All-Star game, just striking out hitter after hitter in the National League with just straight gas and filth.
Filth. Good word.
Was simply amazing. It was insane. Needless to say, it was
Favorite baseball player.
And then to do that with the greatest living legends of the game at that time, as they announcing the All-Century team.
Yes,
that was fantastic. But there's a lot of great pitcher and batter.
It's too. I couldn't narrow it down.
Duels.
I couldn't narrow. I could not narrow that down.
It's too many.
Yeah, too many.
It's too many.
Yeah.
But now is well, I'm just gonna do it like this. I'll just do the logo through the phone. But this right here, folks, really makes me sad. And by the next show, well, thank you. I'm glad I can give it. Now, this right here, folks, really just. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, okay. Hopefully you fans can really see it here. Stand by as I get rid of the virtual background, because this really saddens my soul as I'm about to show you this logo, folks. This really breaks my heart to see this flipping logo for many of the reasons.
It's over.
Mizzle
it shows you that it's over.
Mizzle, like myself, and a lot of people that we went to high school with and just went to school with in general, a lot of us spent a lot of evenings during the summer, spring, and fall on 66th and Hagenberger.
Yes, indeed.
A lot of greatness has come through that field by both baseball and football. A lot of us have spent a lot of money on tickets, beer, hot dogs and drinks, and tailgating at 7000 South Coliseum Way.
Tell him.
In Oakland, California. We got to see the beautiful Oakland Hills before Mount Davis.
Hey, take it easy. Take
blocked
it easy.
Off the beautiful view of the Oakland Hills.
Take it easy.
Sitting behind home plate. No. But
I know you speaking facts. You speaking facts.
My very first NFL experience was in that stadium on 66th and Hagenberger, where I saw Tim Brown run down the sideline and found the end zone. I saw Darren McFadden run for $170 against the Jets, which, oddly enough, in some retrospect, that was the final home opener for the Maverick, as he passed away later into the 2011 season.
It was that year.
We were there.
That year he passed?
Yeah. The 2011 home opener that you, I, and little big brother went to was the last home opener for the Maverick. Yes, indeed. And oddly, and how appropriate
we saw.
the original AFL team.
And we got a glimpse of him too. We had a glimpse of him while we were at the game. That's crazy. That's the last time that we locked eyes on Al Davis. Wow.
Yeah. And of course, the late 00 was right there next to him, as he always was.
Well, of course.
The great Jim Otto was right there, folks. Now, hopefully, now this is just my hope. I hope, because they are saying that the final home game is a sellout. I really hope that is.
Do you believe it
because,
though?
A part of me really wants to say no, but I just really hope that it is, because, as we have said many times on this show, Oakland fans are very good fans. They're very good fans. They're very knowledgeable fans. They always have been, on both spectacles. I mean, we all know how loyal Raider Nation is through the good, the bad, and the horrendous. And I mean, Mizzle can tell you how many horrendous seasons he has still worn the colors, because that's just what you do. You remain loyal to the soil. That's just what you do. But it just saddens me that September 26th against the Texas Rangers will be the last time any professional sporting event will be played inside the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. It's just sad, sad, sad. Just sad.
And the names that Coliseum went through.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
And I mean, we saw Ricky run and steal bases. We saw Stu stare at you. We saw Eck do the finger point. We saw Canseco and McGuire bash home runs. We saw Hindu being Hindu with that affectionate smile in center field. We saw Eric Chavez win Gold Gloves. We saw Giambi win MVPs.
Tejada.
You saw
Miguel Tejada.
You saw Tejada. You saw Fred Blitnikoff running slants. You saw Clarence Davis go through a sea of hands to where again Pops will say, I am in that video, jumping up and down. NFL films, dadgummit, show me on TV.
Damn it, right.
I mean, Stabler going deep to Cliff Branch.
Yes.
And at the time, my brother was there when Napoleon Kaufman ran for 226 yards, to where at that time it broke the team record, which was held by Bo Jackson against the John Elways.
Horse teeth, motherfucker.
I mean, I got to saw Drew Brees on that field. I got to see Larry Fitzgerald on that field. I mean,
you went to a lot of Raider games.
I did, yeah. Also saw Sebastian Janikowski be in mid-season form, where I got Mizzle saying, "Okay, I've seen enough Seabass. He's ready to go. I've seen enough Seabass." But also got to see who did I get to see? I came that close to catching a home run by Juan Gonzalez at the Coliseum. I was about 4 to 5 seats away to where Juan Gonzalez, I mean, it was like right there. And like, I think 2 batters later, I think Pudge Rodriguez hit one almost in the same spot. Oh yeah. Pudge, Juan Gunn hit some home runs like that near to me in the left field bleachers under the old Coliseum configuration. As Zalid just said that his favorite Raider is Sebastian Janikowski. No, you don't say.
Florida
Polish
State.
Cannon from Florida State University. One of the rare times you saw a kicker get drafted in the first round, folks.
Well, Al Davis.
Actually, you know what?
Knows.
Well, I mean, Al's out. That's that goes without saying, for crying out loud.
Holy
but
crap. It's almost that time.
Yeah, it is almost nap time. Well, actually, it is nap time.
It definitely is nap time.
But also, there was also some news that just happened a couple of days ago that I'm trying to get to. Bear with me, fans.
Let's see what we got. While we're bear with
That's true. So yes, former Cowboys running back who was a part of the first Cowboys Super Bowl team of Super Bowl 6, Dwayne Thomas, running back, the original 33 before Tony Dorsett got there, passed away at the age of 77. You can say that it did because there really wasn't a black hole in Los Angeles. Really didn't hear about the black hole until they returned to Oakland.
It was in Oakland.
So
a lot of things originated in Oakland. Let's be real.
Yeah, so
a lot of things originated in Oakland.
But back to Dwayne Thomas. Here's an interesting fact. Dwayne Thomas was the first Cowboy to score a touchdown in Texas Stadium in Irving, Texas, back in 1971. So there's a fun fact for Cowboys fans. Of course, he was born and raised in Dallas. It's in Irving, correct? The Irving Cowboys. But he was born and raised in Dallas, played his college ball at West Texas State before he was drafted by the Cowboys in 1970. Helped the Cowboys reach the Super Bowl in 70 as they lost Super Bowl 5. After the season, Thomas demanded for a contract. It was rejected by the Cowboys, and then he was traded to the Patriots, but he refused to report the Patriots, and Pete Rozelle avoided the deal. Thomas refused to talk to reporters during the 71 season because he believed they had taken management side, but still played an important role for the team that beat the Dolphins in Super Bowl 6, 24-3. In 72, he was traded to the Chargers, but never showed up for training camp with the Chargers and went to the Redskins.
Said, fuck it.
Right? So, in a very unique career, Dwayne Thomas ran for 2,030 yards, 21 touchdowns, with 1,596 of those yards and 16 touchdowns coming with the Cowboys, but was a huge part of them winning Super Bowl 6 in the 71 season. Dwayne Thomas, Super Bowl champion running back of the Cowboys, passed away at the age of 77.
Oh, that sucks.
There you are with that. But yes, it is definitely nap time, as we almost gave you an hour and a half. Good grief. But join us again tomorrow, but not on the Mizzle and Dub Show. Join us on the newly revamped lineup that is now called Talking Ish with Chris and Mizzle, as myself, Mizzle, and our good friend Chris Vera will join us, and we will dissect preseason, get a little football in, and talk some ish, if you will. But nonetheless, thank you to everybody for hanging out with us here on this 232nd edition of the Mizzle Dub Show, another open forum show. Good luck to all the combatants in the Olympic Games tomorrow as they go for medals.
Yes.
And we will be
definitely be
scouting on these games. That'll be airing on your airwaves at 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern. But for Mizzle, I am Double A, and we also you can go to the Mizzle and Dub Show YouTube channel where all of our shows are there under the live category.
Yes.
We also have the Mizzle and Dub Show on Instagram. But if you want to catch all of the shows, go to the Mizzle and Dub Show YouTube channel. All of our videos are there. So
and live.
Nap time, and we're gonna take a nap now.
Oh yes.
Yes. Live and old videos. All 231 previous episodes are on our YouTube channel. So please go there, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. But nap time for Mizzle. I'm Dub. And as always, it is 5 o'clock. Some damn where, and you've been watching episode number 232 of the Mizzle Dub Show. And of course, later on tomorrow, the return of the original Level 2, Joseph, a.k.a. Kevin Reigns. Good night, folks.
Oh, and I'll be watching. Acknowledge us.